Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I hope you're doing well. We've got to talk about the consumer shifting. And today we're going to talk about REI, Cabela's, and Bass Pro Shops. And the reason why it's important is because this is coming off of the big shift that Bass Pro Shop CEO came out and said just a little while ago that they're shifting the focus on what they're selling and who they're selling that to. And that is because the consumer is tapped. Credit card debt is going up. Things are getting nutty, and so I thought it'd probably be a great idea to come to Cabela's myself to do this story, and let's see where this story picks up. Oh man, look at that. A news story. So again, I love Cabela's, I love Bass Pro Shops. Smells like America in this place. And why wouldn't it? Because it has everything you're needing to enjoy the outdoors. Hunting, fishing, kayaking, shooting deer and putting their heads on a wall. I love everything about it. But what I also love more is being able to see and spot trends in the economy, because quite frankly, I just want to make more money, and I'm sure you do too, so we can spend it at places like Cabela's. Now, when it comes to REI, I'm not a very big fan. And as you can see from this story, this is why. It's entitled, REI Reports Widening Losses, Why Shoppers Turn to Cabela's and Bass Pro Shops. It says, announcing results from its annual impact report, the outdoor recreation retailer, which brands itself as the country's largest consumer cooperative, has reported less than stellar revenue, measuring to a net loss of $311 million in 2023. Now, REI is pretty famous in the fact that they don't sell things that are very inexpensive. They cater to higher revenue earners, let's say, or quite frankly, I believe the lack thereof, because a lot of people come across like they're wealthy, and it's because their credit card is just getting maxed out. It says here in a note to employees following the dire news, REI's Chief Executive Officer, Eric Arntz, said the financials were a deeply disappointing result for me and our teams. I gotta be honest with you, I don't know how a CEO of a company right now in this day and age with the way the economy is going doesn't see the writing on the wall. He said it goes on to say the plummeting sales report comes after years of store closures in major outdoor enthusiast-friendly cities like Portland and Santa Monica. In January, the Seattle Times also reported that the company released plans to lay off over 350 employees at its corporate headquarters and other distribution centers. He said, we chose to make changes to our cost structure, including the difficult decision to make reductions to our workforce, Arntz said in a letter to employees. In January, the Seattle Times also reported that the company, sorry, I'm going over that again. He said, reshaping the foundation takes time. And we are doing so in an overall economic and retail environment that continues to prove highly volatile. Well, highly volatile really isn't the word for it. And it's sad because most people don't see the writing on the wall, but big retailers are, and they're seeing a massive shift from where men and women, average everyday Americans, blue-collar employees are spending their money. And like we said before, the CEO of Bass Pro Shops came out and said, hey, we got to focus on lower price goods because people are just straight up tapped. They're spending less money. Now, shoppers are still shopping, the story goes on to say. Summer's nearly here. Well, we are here. And those who identify as outdoorsy are probably starting to hunt. Hold on, I hear some shotguns talking to me. Anyone say anything? I should buy all of you? Copy. You always got to check in. Says here that outdoorsy people are probably starting to hunt for some hiking gear, a new backpack, a cooler, maybe some waders or a pole. It's not a question of what, but where. No, that's absolutely not true. You see, the fact of the matter is anybody in the gun library? They're so not gonna let me film in here. But it's a good thing for Cabela's. It's a good thing for Bass Pro Shops. Why? Because they are seeing the trends and they are moving to the lower cost items, or hopefully trying to drop prices. Because if they don't do something soon, they're gonna start losing market share. It says in an internal email obtained by the Seattle Times in April of 2023, REI explained how it chose to close its popular Portland location after enduring a record-breaking number of thefts and break-ins over 2 decades. News of the shuttering unleashed waves of political debate surrounding the company, which had previously reported some progressive causes. Now, I gotta be honest with you, if you put a store in downtown Seattle or downtown Portland, you pretty much deserve what's coming, because a lot of people over there are a little nutball, type 1 if you agree with me. And it sounds funny, but no, it doesn't sound funny. REI compared to Cabela's and Bass Pro Shops, you can't even compare them. They're completely different culture. Matter of fact, the people that I see shopping in these stores are awesome. The people that I see shopping in REI, it's like they've never went hiking and they just want to show off at the grocery store. Now it says, despite the dramatic reconfiguration of the shopping economy and buying trends following the pandemic, REI's inventory and business model remains largely the same, geared towards those with pricier passions such as hiking, cycling, skiing, blah, 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 blah. So REI is not seeing the writing on the wall, yet Bass Pro Shops are seeing the writing on the wall. And that is, the economy has shifted. It has turned, and it's time to do something about it. The only question is, what are you doing about it? Are you preparing for harder economic times, or are you just sitting back and going, nah, don't worry, the government's got this? All right, with that being said, I thank you so much for watching. The Economic Ninja is out.